Hey, welcome everyone to Wizards Outlook. We got Raymond Lyons here, Cardell Dudley Jr. I'm Wilson Tarpe Jr. Cardell, we talked a little bit in the pregame. Some of the things you said to be wary of did in fact come to fruition. One being Tyrone Maxey. Let him do exactly what it is that he wanted to do. He got a little help. You mentioned Jeremy McKay and have an opportunity to step up, and he did just that. Andre Drummond made an appearance on the glass and Bede's absence. In Washington, one of the evergreen things we mentioned is, them taking care of the ball. That was not something that took place this evening. So, Cardell, we'll start with you and Ray. What went wrong up in Philly? This back-to-back to start the week off is now completed. They're 1-1, and then they got two more home games this week.
We talked about last night how they did a great job of corralling Giannis to a point where they kept him in check where they could pull out that game. That wasn't the case tonight with Tyrese Maxey. The third quarter, it started in the second quarter. When they got outscored, I believe 32-23, but in the third quarter, it was more the same, 35-23. But this time, Tyrese Maxey was the one that did the most damage in the third quarter. He had 8 points in that second quarter run where the Philly kind of started to separate themselves. But coming out the half, you could just see, like, all right, we just going to put them out their misery. They on a back-to-back. Get them up out of there, and that's what they did. Maxey scored 20 points in the third quarter, 7 of 13 from the field, 3 or 4 from deep, 3 or 3 from the line. Like, he literally was damn near all their points. The only one that came close to scoring their double figures in the third was Dominic Barlow. He had 7 points. Maxey almost outscored the Wizards by himself. He had 20. The Wizards as a team had 23. The Wizards in that quarter, they shot 38%. And they, from the field, and shot 16% from deep. The Wizards had 6 turnovers in the third, and Philly scored 12 points off of them. Philly had 0 turnovers in the third, so they were far more efficient. They got after defensively, forced turnovers, and of course they scored the ball in a ridiculous fashion. They built the lead to 26, and it was pretty much over after that. They finished with 28 points off of 15 Wizards turnovers. Man, we can elaborate and try to be even more detailed, but it's no point. We know where Philly starts and ends with Tyrese Maxey. So if you don't contain him, it's gonna be very difficult to beat them. And this is the one night where not really many Sixers really shot well or really put up big numbers, but Maxey did, and everything feeds on Maxey. He had 35, 6, and 4. He shot 50, 44, 100 shooting splits. He was unbothered, man. So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and talk because that's game. Man. I can keep going and try to be more detailed, but if you don't cut off the head of the snake, man, eventually the snake gonna bite you and swallow you whole and get you up out of there. And that's exactly what happened tonight.
Right, your take on Maxey leading the Sixers past the Wizards this evening.
Yeah, man, his big night. I mean, of course, you want to make it harder for him than that, but the thing that stands out was the not only the turnovers, but the points they gave up off the turnovers. Like 28 points off turnovers or 15. Like they're scoring every single time you give up the ball. 15 total turnovers and 12 of them were steals. Like that's just sloppy offense, man. You can't, like we always talk about when, why, and how they get their turnovers. Those live ball turnovers that turn straight into baskets, those are backbreaking, man. I think Philly had 24 fast break points. I mean, they're not even giving themselves a chance to get stops on top of Maxey going crazy. So yeah, man, it's really not too much to dissect with this game, man. Those two things combined really doomed them. On top of them, not shooting the ball well. They were pretty inefficient tonight. 40%, 25% from 3, missed 9 free throws. So we talk about checking boxes. They didn't check a lot tonight, and that's why they got the result they got.
Yeah, don't have much to add. Like you guys said, you can't turn the ball over like that. And that is an alarming rate. An alarming success rate is what Philadelphia turned those turnovers immediately into points, as you mentioned, right? And you couple that with the lack of half-court defense we're seeing in this clip, and the other clip with Edgecombe, and it was just a simple screen, and the whole world's opened up on the other side of the screen. Meanwhile, last night we're watching Bilal fight tooth and nail with Giannis for every square inch of the court. You can't go from that to this. And my big thing last night and today during pregame was it's too wide of extremes. You can't do what you did last night, then turn around and do this and expect a similar, expect a positive outcome. You just can't. Okay, I'll put it up here for you guys.
Tyrese Maxey.
And Mr. Maxey, I was on mute. My fault.
No, you're good. X Factor.
Jabari Walker, 10 and 12 off the bench, 4-9 activity, dunking, defending, double-double. Yeah, no answer for him. He came in a nice game. He was at yeah, man. Bad dog. The man was averaging 3 and 3 coming in, and he finished with a double-double. See what I'm saying? It's just
those are the things that are just unacceptable. Couple pre-games ago, we were talking about that with I forgot what team it was, but we were mentioning referencing Detroit game with the youngster off of there coming in and having a big game. Name will lose me at the moment, but just saying that you can't, this is an example of the things you can't afford to let happen, where folks come in and triple their production on average. You can't afford those things, especially when, as you guys mentioned, the head of the snake is just freely out here eating, being allowed to bite whoever he wants with no repercussions. You're not going to get out of game, so it's just not going to happen.
Denise Jenkins, Detroit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Where he had, 16 in that fourth quarter? And that
corner 3, man.
That corner 3. Every year there's always a couple games that just end up scarring your memory. We're going to see. I think that was going to be stuck with me for a while this year. But Washington has 2 more home games this week, so we'll be talking with you guys then, both in pregame and Wizards Outlook. So we'll see you guys a couple more times this week. Appreciate you guys as always.